Hey, everybody. I am Dougal Fraser. I am a psychic, a life coach, and an author. I am basically a spiritual business owner. If you're familiar with me and you're here watching me live, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to me, nice to meet you. I hope you are doing well. I wanted to pop on here because I've sort of noticed a trend in the past 2 years. Since 2020, I hear from clients, I see in the comment section, I get emails to my websites of sensitive people out there, healers out there, people who feel like they're ready to step into their spiritual business, but they are sort of inundated with fear. I hear a lot about the fear. I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. I need more certification. I need to study more. What if it doesn't work out? I hear a lot of the fear. And I thought today, when we want to rise above fear, sometimes we have to think of the positives, the good old-fashioned pros and cons list. And today I really wanted to step into the positive things of what it's like to run and have a spiritual business. So today I'm going to be sharing with you, for me, this is just for me. You may have a different experience, so let me know in the comment section. But just for me, these are the top 5 reasons I absolutely love having a spiritual business. Number 1, helping people. Now, this is a big one. If you're an empath like me, if you're someone that leads with your heart, one of the things that we recognize as empaths is we feel this sort of call to service. We may watch the news. We may listen to our friends and family talk. We may even overhear a conversation from a stranger who's going through a challenging period of time. As an empath, we feel that in our bones, we feel that in our body, but we want to do something. And a lot of people become stuck. They say things like, I feel too much, or it's too overwhelming. No. This is your biggest skill set. This is the most important thing about your being. So when we step into a spiritual practice, when we become spiritual entrepreneurs, when we actually set up that shingle and say, yes, I want to start my spiritual business, it gives you the opportunity to actually help people, which is what I absolutely love. It is my honor on a daily basis to step in and take a peek into someone's life and offer guidance or offer a tool that I've learned before that worked for me. Being able to help people is profoundly amazing. Now, the next thing that I love about being in a spiritual business, number 2, is being my own boss. I'm going to repeat that. Being my own boss. I'm a Taurus. I'm a 6 life path, which means I can be a little bit stubborn on both levels. And I like creating my own schedule. I'm really lucky. If it's Monday morning and I don't have clients and I'm just not feeling it, I don't have to work. If it's Tuesday and I want to go home early, I can go home early. I love being my own boss. It gives me the freedom to create the content that I want to create. It gives me the freedom to work on things that make me feel passionate. It gives me the freedom to live my ideal day. I get to say when I start, when I end, what kind of things that I want to work with, what kind of clients that I want to work with. Being self-employed and being my own boss has been one of the biggest gifts of my lifetime. It is such an amazing blessing. Number 3 is working internationally. One of the things that I am delighted about this world of Zoom that we live in right now is I have clients that are all over the world. I've traveled to Japan for work. I've worked in Switzerland. I've worked in Germany. I've worked in Hawaii. I've literally worked all over the world. I've worked on cruise ships before. And what I love is seeing light workers around the planet come together. I always get a little bit nervous when I'm working in a new market or a new country or a new area because I think, well, what if my ideas don't come together? What if we don't resonate? And the truth is, light workers around the planet, we resonate. We have the same ideas. We have the same values. We have the same sense of community. We have the same desire to uplift the world. So if you're considering running a spiritual business, or if you have a spiritual business right now, think beyond your backyard. You could literally work with people all over the world, and it's such an amazing blessing. Number 4 is being a part of a community that understands woo-woo. I'm going to repeat that one. Being a part of a community where I feel understood. I'm going to talk in the first person with that one, where I feel understood. There were so many years of my life where I loved Oracle decks and tarot cards, and I had my chakra ball, and I had my crystals, you can see behind me, and I had my Buddha statue, and I had my Mother Mary hanging up, and I had Amma's feet on the door, and nobody understood what I was into because I wasn't in the right community. When I became a part of the spiritual community, when I started meeting colleagues and friends and other people who completely understood my vibe and what I was into, it felt like coming home. So I understand what it feels like to feel a little bit nervous to tell people what you do or to explain your belief system. Maybe the neighbors kind of raise an eyebrow. Maybe cousin Florine is like, what exactly are you doing? And by the way, what kind of a name is Florine? But anyway, you know what I mean. So being a part of a community where I feel like I belong is so, so, so important. Now, this last one I really thought about because I really wanted to think about at the core, what are some of the things that I really value in doing the work that I'm given the opportunity to do? And one of them was learning while teaching. One of the most beautiful aspects of spiritual work is how the energy of the teacher moves throughout the circle, the group, or even if I'm just in a one-on-one session, I learn so much at the same time. There is this moment where I will feel divine or inspired information coming through me. It's certainly a part of me. Maybe it's coming from somewhere else at the same time. But then the student inside of me is awakened at the same time. So a client may have a huge discovery or a huge epiphany or come across a new tool that I've never heard of before. And as they're discussing it, I'm inspired at the same time. Or I'll watch a client work so hard and face their fear and follow their intuition and really step into their power. And I think, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. When we are teachers, we are students at the same time. When we are students, we are teachers at the same time. One of the pitfalls that I see with a lot of people who want to become spiritual entrepreneurs is that they think they have to have everything figured out in their life. And that is not the case. You can teach, you can hold space for people, you can provide information, you can really shed light on a situation for someone, and you can be a student at the same time. And I highly encourage it. I've always said that whatever I'm teaching, I feel like I'm about 2 weeks ahead of the people that I'm working with. It's as if the universe, they kind of know what they're doing, brings everybody together and I understand what they're going through and can empathize with it. Maybe we see it from a different perspective, but I learn at the same time, which is such a blessing and such an honor to be able to have that experience. Now, I will tell you that running any business comes with its challenges, and I certainly understand that. And one of the challenges of being a spiritual entrepreneur for me in the beginning was feeling like I was working in a vacuum, sort of feeling like I was on my own. As a self-employed person, there isn't as much water cooler talk with other people. Maybe you're coming up with ideas, you're bouncing ideas off on your own, and I completely get that. Which is actually why I have a program, this is the second time we're doing it, called the Healer Circle. Now, the Healer Circle is limited to only 14 people, and I do this for a reason. I was inspired last year to create a circle where we came together for 3 months with 14 people running spiritual businesses, coming up with the same problems. Maybe they're feeling unmotivated or they want to bounce some ideas off of people. Maybe they want some accountability to help move energy in their business. Maybe they've got questions about how to expand or how to step into something new and just need a little bit of guidance. And this is the intention of the Healer Circle. What was so incredible about the first round last time, which I still believe they meet on a monthly basis, is that the friendships that developed from it, the sense of community, we lovingly shared guidance and tips on what works for us or what we could make as far as adjustments go. And I gave a little behind the scenes view of what I do to help move my business, how to manage my clients, how to do workshops, how to promote yourself a little bit more. And it was fun. That sense of community is really beautiful and really lovely. So if you're interested in being a part of the Healer Circle, if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, I will put the link in the comment section here. You can take a look at it. And if you're on the fence about whether or not you think it's time to start a spiritual business or to step into your spiritual practice, my advice to you is to go for it. The world is in a transformation right now. People are anxious. People need help. People need guidance. People need meditation tools. They need Reiki. They need everything that you have to offer. And if you're an empath, if you're a sensitive soul like myself, and you're feeling that call to action, my advice to you is to take the leap. It's rewarding. It can be beautiful and lovely. And I think there becomes a settling in our soul when we accept this is what we want to do. For all of you spiritual business people out there, I see you, I get it. I would love to hear what you love about your spiritual practice and what sort of opens up your heart and connects you to the planet. And for everybody else up watching, I hope you're having a great day, and let me know in the comment section what kind of videos you'd like to hear more about. Sending you much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.